Merry Christmas!
Hi, this is Chris from Leicester Till I Die. Thank you for watching and listening. Have a very Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
This is your host, Chris.
No! God, please, no! No!
I know, I'm sorry, but he's cheap and available.
How rude!
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, good night, good day, goodbye, hello, wherever you are in the world, one of those will apply to you. Thank you very much for joining us for what is potentially our last watch-along of the season. I know we have got Wolves coming up in a week's time, but I'm going to be honest with you, my daughter's at home that week, and family, I need a break. So we may or may not be doing Wolves. You know the best way to double check? The best way to double check what we're doing? Very, very simple, really. Just do this.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel now and make sure you never miss another upload. Leave a like now. Ring the bell and never miss another video.
Yes, that's how you do it. Never miss another video. Click that notification bell and you will know exactly what we are doing. I'm just waiting for Kate. Kate is in the northeast today. She is there. She's trying to get a single to send me her thoughts on the team. The first thing she said is crazy. Oh my God, isn't it so crazy? Let's get a few people's comments in before we get up and going. Hello, Gray. Brad. Brad is in. Sorry I can't join you today, mate, but big shout out to the channel. Everyone like and subscribe. Thank you very much indeed, Brad. Look, again, like I say, family, I've seen your mother today. Your mother's come all the way up from Cornwall. It's every right. You have to go and be with your family at this time any time of year, not just now. So do not worry about it, mate. Thank you for posting, and I hope you're having a great time with your mom. And yes, totally 100%. I just caught the end of that. We were holding on 1-0 up from the first half. An early substitution due to an illness, due to an injury. And then second half, well, it was at the attack of running. I mean, it was unbelievable. As I would always say, Rorke's drift. Leicester were holding on in that second half. We so were. Dino's in, yo, yo, yo. I would have said ho, 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 but as I keep saying, I don't want to talk to you about my last 3 dates. And talking of threes, let's get the 3 points today. Yes, indeed. Jamie says, come on, you foxes. Well, hopefully, mate, you'll get a couple of goals for us. Dino says, come on, Leicester. LCFC, Lions FC fan says, Merry Christmas. Don't know whether you're being honest there or telling us a lie. A bit confused with that one. Let's have a look. Good afternoon. Oh, come on, you foxes. How do, Gray? How are you doing? You want me to sing it, don't you? That's what you want me to do. I wish it could be Christmas. Fairy Tale of New York. That's a close third, though. Are you hanging up your stockings? Tell you what, after the match, I am going to rip my partner's stockings off. It's making my legs itch. Honestly, I've got a rash. I'm sure that's what's giving me the rash. Oh, you're hanging up your... No, just that one. Foxes, Wolves, we will win. Kate's in the tune. She is. She's in the tune. Hamza can do a job this afternoon. We're going to come on to the team very, very soon. Helen says, let's go. And Greg says Leicester 3-1 to win. Right, I'm just going to do this because the video has been sent to me. Now, I'm actually on my own at the moment. So what I'm going to do is, if you just bear with me, we will come back to you. But I just want to go and try and load this video from Kate. Won't be 1 second. Right, she's actually sent to me as a message, which I'm not going to be able to download. But let me see. Hopefully, you'll be able to hear this. If I turn the sound right up. But this is what Kate says. He says.
Hello. Just back to Instagram. The team sheet. Disappointed not to see why I'm not on there. Wonder what's going on there. Wonder what thinking is behind that. Really cool that Mother Dean is starting as well. I think I'd go with McAteer myself on the right. I think he's done well. He's improving every game. And then hopefully Bilal in the middle. I mean, Bilal's been really good as well, like as a ball player. It's going to be tough today. I think we'll have a handful with Gordon, Joe Linton. So we'll see what happens there, really. And I think I do.
Are we struggling to hear that? I think, aren't we?
But you never know. Obviously, Vardy's hopefully going to score his third in 3. That would be great. And I'm hoping for some subs maybe in the.
I think we are. I think we're struggling. We have to say sorry to Kate, but I think we're struggling to hear that. But she couldn't get a message out on WhatsApp. So, but let me bring the team up. Let's talk about the team anyway. Let me get this team up, and then we can have a look at it in full. Oh, hang on 1 second. He's messaging me now. Right, let's have a look. So here we go. Apologies for that. Yeah, I think it was too low. It's a shame. But look, modern technology. They haven't got such a thing as internet in Toonland, obviously. But let's have a look at this team, because I tell you what, I'm going to go straight in with there, and that is Cartwright. Now, it's nice to see a youngster on the bench. I'm not going to say that it's not, But what the hell has happened to Alves? That is the question. I mean, I don't get it. I really, really don't. I tell you what, I don't know if I can actually bring this up or not. I might be able to bring this up because myself and preview show general filter. Just have a look if I can bring this up because me and Kate actually picked a team the other day. Well, Kate picked the team, to be honest with you, but I had to agree 100% with her. I'm just saying, I might be able to show you what Kate's team was as well, because actually it is quite interesting. Just bring it up here. So this was Kate's starting 11, which I thought was spot on. She's got her Manson. That's not very good, is it? I'm on my own today, so please do bear with me. That's what I meant to do. There you go. Well, apparently, I mean, he's got 2 or 3 marking him apparently in the games. But look, there's the team that Kate thought would go out. Hermansen in goal. Justin, Cody, Vestergaard, and Christensen. Whoa! Chowdhury and Skip, 100%. I agreed with Kate on that one. Mainly because we haven't got a lot of choice, to be honest with you. And look, Chowdhury's done the Premier League before. Yes, he's got a yellow card in there. But see, to my mind, Samare is the new sort of enforcer, if you like, midfield enforcer that we didn't have for ages under Brendan, or even, if we're honest, under Enzo. But I think we do need that player that won't be scared to get his foot in, and I think that is Samare. But obviously he's banned for today. I am worried in case he gets a yellow card. If he gets a yellow card in the first 2 or 3 minutes, he's on tenterhooks for the rest of the game. We could be down to 10. Look, Kate went for El Canus, Brunette, and McAteer. Ruud has gone for El Canus, Mavididi, and McAteer, and obviously Vardy up front. What do we think about no Brunette today? That is a bit of a surprise. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Yeah, he does get stuck in. Great. You are quite right. I think that's what we need. We need somebody in that central midfield role to say, "Oi, I'm here. Watch it." I hope so, Paul. I'd take that. I've actually gone 2-1 as well, funnily enough. Hashansin, thank you. Dino, how are you doing? Yeah, I mean, there's the team, the back four. For me, picks itself. It really, really does. Please God, in the January window, let us pick a buy a right back or loan a right back. Let's just get a right back in. I prefer Justin on the left, and if that, I got what you meant, Paul. Got what you meant, and if that means that I would sooner have Justin than Christensen, but I do think Christensen is a good player, and I would want him. I don't want to sell him. I want to keep him. But I think if you're going to play Justin, he's better on the left than the right. That said, the last 2 games under Ruud, who's probably not expecting to come forward as much, he's probably not too bad. Here we go. Right, we have got to the video from Kate. I mean, I paid for her OnlyFans, so I'm going to watch it. You lot can't. Oh dear. I've started already, haven't I? I'll get that up in a second, and we can watch that. Yeah, we do. We've got to trust Ruud. You know, there's no way after this short time. And I can say Chowdhury and Skip. I like Skip. I don't think he was a bad player. I know Brad's not so keen on him, but I do like him. El Canus, McAteer and Mavididi. I wanted Mavididi to start. El Canoes has done nothing wrong, and there's rumours linking El Canoes with Liverpool in January. Stupid, I know already, but hey, there you go. McAteer's done nothing wrong. I like McAteer. I think he has a go. He's not afraid. He's got that. I know he's not young as such young, but he's young still in football terms. I think he has a go. But let me just see if I can get Kate's video up now. And I click on one, click on two, and here we go. So again, I need to do this, and here we go.
Hello, I'm just about to go to the ground. Seeing the team sheet, disappointing not to see Buena not on there. Wonder what's going on there, wonder what thinking is behind that. And really cool that Mavadidi's starting as well. I think I'd go with McAteer myself on the right. I think he's done well, he's improving every game. And then hopefully Bilal in the middle. I mean, Bilal's just been really good as well, like as a ball player. It's going to be tough today. I think we'll have our hands full with Gordon, Joe Linton. So we'll see what happens there, really. And I do think we'll lose today. I think it'll be 2-1 to Newcastle. But you never know. Obviously, Vardy's hopefully going to score his third in 3. That would be great. And I'm hoping for some super subs, maybe in the form of Buena not and probably Duckwood over Reed again. So hopefully, yeah, maybe even nick a draw. But I think Newcastle will win. They need a win. The fans are on the back of the manager. I think they all want Eddie Howe out at the moment. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. This is a big game for them today, probably bigger than it is for us. So it'll be interesting to see how the fans and the team respond to that. All right, catch you soon.
Thanks a million there to Kate. Really do appreciate that. And I've got to say, I have to stop agreeing with her, aren't I? But I do agree with everything she says there. Hi, George. How are you? Edward, look, I tell you what, we're only allowed 2 loan players. We ain't going to send Buenete back, even though he's not starting today. Ain't going to send him back. If you want to bring anybody else in on loan, and we might have to financially, Edward, I think, is going to go back. I hope he does. And look, he's not. The problem is he's not done anything wrong, but that's the point. He's not done anything because he hasn't had a chance to do anything. I'm sorry, I'm not saying I find it hard to criticise a player who comes on maybe for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and misses an open goal or something because you're cold, you're coming on, I know you warm up, etc. He hasn't had the chance. He wasn't. Let's be honest with you, he wasn't really anybody we wanted. The Reed we've bought, so we are stuck with him. But again, under Ruud, should have been 2 goals in 2 matches. As it happened, it was 1, but only got an assist as well. And I just think he's going to go. I really, really do. I think he's going to go. I think he was kind of answering the fans, yeah, we need a striker, yeah, we need a striker. Ray would be happy. I said Ray says they're excellent lineup. I know you're disappointed Ayu's not in there, Ray. I know, but try and hold your disappointment back. Ronnie strikers, you can't go wrong with Ruud. Well, look, and it's the same with Daka, isn't it? Let's be honest with you. If anybody is going to get a tune out of Daka, it's going to be Ruud van Nistelrooy. Right, guys, look, I'm going to put this up in the corner. Gray is in the chat, and I hope you obviously got home okay in the bad weather, Gray. It was awful, was it not, last week? It really was. But look, that's going up in the corner. I can't make it any more clearer than that. If you give a spoiler, I've got to say I'm not particularly in the mood. So if you give a spoiler, you will get kicked. No warnings. Gray's got my permission. I back my mods. I don't always concentrate on what's going on in the chat. He will deal with those and he will kick you if he feels necessary. And when you're kicked, you don't come back and join the show. So no spoilers, and we're all at different times. We're all watching it on different ways, and we're all going to be, few minutes out one way or the other. So you stick with me, and then it doesn't spoil it for anybody. Some are in advance, and obviously they keep quiet until I announce it, and then we can all celebrate if it's a Leicester one, if it's a Leicester goal. Their side, Dubravna in goal, Livramento, Shah, Byrne and Hall as a back four, a three, Tonali, Bueno, Gomares and Joe Linton, Jacob Murphy, Isaac and Gordon as a front three. Sounds very strong, but look, they're sat in 12th at the moment. And if you haven't seen it, I interviewed John Sinclair from John Sinclair TV, who is obviously a Newcastle fan, Newcastle channel. And he guessed 4-3-3. He said because it doesn't always work for Newcastle, but he's proving very stubborn, is Eddie Howe. And as I said, are the fans getting a little bit like Eddie Howe to go, as Kate mentioned at the start and in her video? And yes, he said some of them are, because look, they finished 7th and 4th in the last couple of seasons since the takeover. And although they're only 4 points, and you tend to forget sometimes, you look at the position in the table and think, oh, we're 12. But they're 4 points off a possible Conference League spot. Well, you don't want the Conference League, but you know. But the problem is when you've got the sort of money, and fair play to Newcastle. I don't care who owns a football club, to be honest with you. And I think anybody that moans about the money and people that are coming in to buy Newcastle, sorry, look at Man City. Look at Man United. Wherever the money comes from, and, we could say, yeah, well, we're not pumping in as much as, Manchester City or Chelsea. But Rochdale and Scunthorpe will look at us and go, what the hell, they are a rich club. So it's all, it's all relevant, isn't it? But good luck to Newcastle. Not today, obviously, but I do hope they can go on the smash. But they're not going to be happy with 12. That is obviously. They're sticking to the gut. I mean, they're doing it right. Let's be honest with you. They're not going in and saying, like Man City, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, or we own a hotel in Riyadh, we're going to sell that, and then we can, buy some more players. They're doing it properly with PSR, and it is hampering them, but I have to give them credit for that. Let's have a look what we got, where we came to, because I went right back to the start of the chats. Yeah, I hope we can win as well. What a comeback last week. Yes, it was. I think I've done some of these, to be honest with you. Absolutely, Chris. I don't know what I was saying, but if you're agreeing with me, Gray, I know it's okay. Oh, yeah, we just made it with the storms. My garden furniture was in somebody else's garden. I'm not chatting when the game is on anymore. It's probably the safest way. Scott, my other mod, is in. Hi, Scott. How are you? 4-2 to Leicester. Tennis my heart. I'd love it. I'd love it. I'd love it if we beat them. Love it. I don't know if my heart would stand it. Newcastle having Dubravna in goal gives me hope. Yeah. And look, West Ham did them, didn't they? Again, I'll go with it, Gray. I'm sorry. Come on, Leicester, let's get the win today. Keith, Guerreros is the Fernandez of Newcastle against us. And Stefan, hi, Stefan, is in the room. How are you doing? He has gone for a 2-2. We are literally 5 minutes away from kickoff. I'm going to get all earphoned up. So whilst I am doing that, I'll do this for you.
This is the Leicester Till I Die Watchalong show. Join in the chat and don't forget to subscribe.
I will love it if we beat them. Love it.
No, please do not forget to subscribe. It really does help the channel. If you don't want to subscribe, and I get it, not everybody wants to, please like the channel. I'm actually 50 subscribers off 4,000. I don't think we'll get there today. I don't think we'll get there before Christmas, but let's try and get as close to that as we can. 48 of you in at the moment. How many people have clicked that like button? That doesn't commit you to anything. All that does is means that it gives this channel a chance to be seen on other channels that don't subscribe to us. It comes up on their homepage, analytics as they call it. We have players that can come off the bench and make a difference. Certainly have Scott. Brunetta's on the bench, of course. That is fine. Look, fair play to it's jealousy. It's usually when people moan about, well, this club's got that club's got that. It's jealousy. Leicester play with a high will be trouble. However, City play with a low back will give. Well, look, Cody and Vestergaard, they're not the fastest, are they? Let's be honest. So, George, I'm very hopeful 4-0. I will take that. I went 2-1. Wayne, who joined us on the prediction show this week, he went 2-2, and Brad went 2-0 to Leicester. Craig has just gone 2-2 as well. Thank you, Prashant. I appreciate that. I think a draw would be a real improvement with Ruud. Look, hi Wayne, how are you? Don't know whether you got your stuff sorted or not. I've sent you the link anyway. I did say that you'd try to message the guy. Wait, I don't know. At the moment, I can't do anything more. He's not always the quickest at getting back, but he does eventually. Walking the dog is tough. It's 7 here, mate. You know how to annoy people, don't you? Look, if we get a draw today, I'm all for it. Yeah, give me a draw, please. And I'm going to say hi to all the Leicester fans. Yeah, Wayne, I just don't know what he's doing, because usually if money's involved, he's rather quick. But he said he hadn't seen anything from you, so I don't know. I don't know if are you on. Well, we'll talk later, mate. We'll talk later. Look, if we lose this game, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it depends how we lose it, of course. You know, if we lose 9-0 or our teams are completely rubbish, that's different. But I just don't feel that. I don't, think we've necessarily got too much if we lose, that it's going to cause us a lot of problems. Barnes isn't starting. He's on the bench for Newcastle. And look, the bottom ones, I mean, whatever happens with any of the results today, we're not going to go into the bottom three, because it is, Scott. You are so right. You are so right. Ipswich have got 9, Wolves have got 9, Southampton have got 5. Interesting, I've got a Southampton fan coming on the weekend review. Let me just say, I am going to be, after Wednesday's Christmas special, I'm actually going to be taking a bit of a back seat. I need a bit of a break. The other day, I'm supposed to be retired, and I did 28 hours, 5 breakfast shows, 2 interviews for the breakfast show, 3 interviews were planned. I think it was about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shows, 7 including today. That was this week, and I literally up to here. So I am going to be taking Christmas and New Year. Definitely not doing the Boxing Day watch along. I want to be with my family. So there's no Boxing Day watching long, and I'm not sure yet about the Man City one. I just need to sort of take time out and get myself. He's definitely got the full backing of the team. Yes, 100%. You can't look at the difference between the play. Gray, I need to, mate. I need to. The problem is, I love the radio and I love doing this, but it's just getting too much. So we're going to be kicking off any time. Leicester are in all blue. Newcastle in their black and white. And we're about to kick off, I think. Leicester are kicking towards their fans in this first half. And we're away. No spoilers, everybody. Scott and Gray are in the house, and they will answer your questions if I don't, because I'm watching the game here. I've got the screen up here with the news. I've got this main camera here, so I don't always get a chance to respond to in the matches, unless it's a really, 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 really boring match, of course. Then I do. But so Newcastle, black and white shirts, striped shirts, black shorts, black socks. Oh, Hermansen's a long way out. Leicester in all blue. Newcastle are kicking from left to right, and Leicester are kicking towards our own fans, right to left, in this first half. I would take a draw today, like I said to you many, many times. I really would. Thank you, Helen, and thank you, Gray. Appreciate those comments. Basically, because it's not just the actual hour that we do here on a show, or the 3 hours of the radio. It's the prep for that. It's doing all the graphics for this. It just got to me this last week. It needs recharging, mate. It does need recharging. And obviously Christmas and New Year is a family time. Leicester lose the ball there, but it's with the defenders for Newcastle. Going from one side of the pitch to the other on the far side. Leicester, of course, not letting them get through yet, but they've still got the ball. Some nice little 1-2 passes, nice little triangles. Now it's come all the way over to this near side. But he's giving it away to Vardy. Here's Mavididi. That's a free kick to Leicester. That was good. We took the ball off Newcastle, played it to Vardy. Well, he ended up with it. He put Mavididi through, and Mavididi's already been brought down very early in the first 2 minutes for a free kick. So, first free kick. Basically, it's on the near side here, just very, very pivotal to the corner of the penalty. Oh no, it's a bit further out than I thought. 2 stripes from the penalty box. If you think of a stripe on a pitch, we could do like American football where they put the sizes on the pitch. Anyway, Christensen and El Canus over the ball. Christensen goes to take it, but it is El Canus goes to take it, but it is Christian who takes it at the third attempt. And it's a bit of a wasted one because it just goes straight into Newcastle, who get it out, and then Chowdhury brings a Newcastle player down. Bit of a wasted free kick there. Prashant, thank you very much, sir. That is very kind. So skip on the ball to Chowdhury. Oh, lovely ball over the top there. Let's in! Oh! I'm trying to see who got that ball in. I think it was McAteer. McAteer ended up with the ball on the far side. It wasn't fortuitous at all. And he tried to get the ball in. Vardy was there, but the just defender got in there first before him, sliding. Otherwise, Vardy would have put the ball in. So it's a throw into Leicester on the far side, equal with the penalty box. Justin does a 1-2, but then he gives the ball away. The 1-2 back off didn't come off very well. The Newcastle throw now on the far side. Ruud van Nistelrooy there, looking like Captain Black from the Mistrons. 4 points from 6. Doesn't that sound good, eh? 20-odd games he's gone unbeaten. as a managerial role. The throw-in wasn't to the referee's liking there. A lot of Newcastle fans are close to, well, they've got to be careful, they're close to a suspension. So depending who they've got next, it could be a big game for them. Cody with the ball up and over, trying to find McAteer, doesn't quite manage it. I am so really surprised that Alves. Look, we get surprised. We always say, don't we? He must see or something on the training field, but his options are a little bit limited. And I suppose Alves isn't a defensive midfielder. I think Cartwright is more of a defensive midfielder. So Scott will probably be able to help me with that. Captain Scarlet and the Misterons. Do 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 do. Was that Captain Scarlet? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. One of my favourite toys as I was growing up was the Captain Scarlet red metal Captain Scarlet dinky toy of this Captain Scarlet car. That's a free kick to Newcastle. Vestergaard was it, yeah, all over the Newcastle player. Thought he was trying to mount him, to be honest with you. Am I taking you back, Wayne and Gray? Well, Prashant, that would be nice, wouldn't it? And currently, we've got a defender free kick here. Literally, the goalkeeper is not our goalkeeper. Their goalkeeper takes it from the centre circle. Headed clear by Leicester, but it's still with Newcastle at the moment. Tonali's got the ball. Gordon out to the far side. Oh, what a save! What a save from Gordon by Mads Hermansen. He wasn't being shut down, running into the box there. You had a crush on a puppet. It's a puppet. Really brilliant one-handed save from Mads Hermansen there. One or two rumours about him possibly leaving. Corner now on the far side, Newcastle. Played into the middle of the park. Chipped into the box. Oh. Within the first 7 minutes, another chance there from the corner. It was corner went out into the pitch, into the ground. It was crossed back in, and the Newcastle player from Gordon's cross in headed it, but it was over the top. But the Newcastle fans starting to vent their voice. I will not mention anything about dolls, blow-up dolls, puppets, or anything like that, Gray. So it's back with the goalkeeper and now the defender for Newcastle. 8 minutes gone. $51 in. Please get smashing those likes, guys. It really, really does help. Hi, Jim. Didn't see you pop in there. How are you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Hope you can pop in. Oh, my God. Gordon at the moment is causing us all the problems. Took on Justin down that our right-hand side. Managed to get a cross in. And it was just over. Yeah, it twisted and turned. And it was just over the Newcastle striker. A player who has had the freedom of the King Power. So into Leicester with Christensen on the near side. Cheers, Jim. Could just be you and me. Newcastle. Oh, Vestergaard just got in the way. And the ball's in! Booted at the moment, again, we are talking a Rorke's Drift defensive performance from Leicester. Newcastle obviously want to knock the stuffing out of us and knock our confidence early on because it's all Newcastle at the moment. Oh, Leicester come forward, but Vardy couldn't get on the end of it. Lady Penelope. Oh, that's a free kick. Right in front of the referee by McAteer. He pulled the player down. Sharon Stone, you'd like to just... Oh, given away now. But Leicester give it away just as easily. We can't afford to give it away. When we do get possession, we've got to hold on to it. Nice play here, Christensen and Vestergaard. And Skip was involved earlier. All the way over now. Justin, he can come forward. He doesn't get the cross in, though. It goes backward. Maybe an earlier cross was needed. Chowdhury on the ball now. Vestergaard, back to Chowdhury. It's Cody that's sort of staying back a little bit more. Oh, Chowdhury trying the right thing there, playing the ball all the way through. I mean, it was too far for anybody, but the idea was right. The idea was right. They're remaking not Indecent Proposal. What was the thing with Sharon Stone and Michael Douglas? They made it into a series on Disney or something. One with the ice pick. You know the one I mean. Fatal Attraction. That's it. Fatal Attraction. Indecent Proposal had Demi Moore. Basic Instinct? I told you. I think yes. No, was it Fatal Attraction? Which one was it? I'm confused. Which one was Fatal Attraction? Newcastle, lovely ball over the top there. Gordon again, he's got all the space. We can't afford to give Gordon that space. Oh, lovely back heel. And Guimaraes went up, but it's headed over. Can't give Gordon all that space. We can't. Which was the one where she boiled the bunny? Good defending there by Christensen. It's another corner though, is it? No, it's a goal kick. So which one had the bunny boiler thing in it? Leicester yet to have a shot or an attempt yet. Newcastle have had 3. Fatal Attraction is what I'm thinking of then. Vardy, that was an up and under by Vardy. Manages to get it back. Can Justin get to it? Yes, he can. No, it's El Canoes. Crosses it in. That'll go out for Leicester's first corner. I liked Indecent Proposal, but I did have a crush on Demi Moore. That was very, very Benny Hill, wasn't it? So it's a corner with Christensen now. We're up to 14 minutes gone. Our first corner on the far side in front of the Leicester fans, where they are about 5 miles up. It's a high one into the box. Vestergaard got to it, but it's still with Leicester though. El Canoes chips it back into the box. Vardy. No. Casey McAteer appealing for the... It was Casey McAteer got up for it, to be fair. Asking for the corner. He's not going to get it. And don't get me started on Demi Moore. Yeah, yes. Oh, bad ball here for Newcastle, but Leicester can't take advantage of it. It's cut out, and now Newcastle can come away on the halfway line. Nice little turn, trying to play the play through. Oh, Christensen gets his foot to it. But given away again by Leicester. Not on purpose, when he went in to block the shot and it came off and went to a Newcastle player, so you can't really blame him for that. Newcastle are looking the more likely at the moment, but now they've given it away. Leicester end up putting it out for a throw-in. Yeah, don't get me on demi-close and striptease. That's another story altogether. Telly addicts with Noel Edmonds. They're bringing Bully back for Christmas, aren't they? Got to like a bit of Bully at Christmas. I love the fact that in the promo for it, they had Freddie Flintoff washing down the powerboat. Anyway, Newcastle have the ball in the Leicester half here. Going to play it out to this right-hand side, the near side. A lovely overlap there. It did take a touch, but it didn't go out for a corner. It's a throw into Newcastle, really near the corner flag, though. Please smash the likes and subscribe to the channel. Really does help, and I appreciate it. You can become a member, $1.99 if you want to become a member. Details are below on YouTube in the chat. But a like and a subscribe are both free, don't cost you a penny, but it does really help the channel. Newcastle have it now, halfway inside the Leicester half. Playing it out to the far side. Quarter of an hour just over gone. Gordon's on the ball. Looks the most threatening player for Newcastle at the moment. Says to his mate, right, run for me. Had nowhere to go with it, Gordon. But now he's played in. It's a lovely bit of... Oh, he's played out. It's a lovely bit of play. Gordon's had to going like to his mate, like, where were you? I couldn't pass to you. He is looking good today, Gordon. A little bit worried, I'm not going to lie. The crowd are whistling for some reason. I don't know what. Oh, a poor ball out from Maddison. I mean, Maddison takes it short to another player who then passes it back to Hermansen. Sorry, Maddison. I'm saying to Hermansen, who then just boots it forward and straight to a Newcastle. So what's the whole point of it? Oh, a shot there. A shot. It's a bit of a daisy cutter. Went to the far post as we look at it. But Mads Hermansen just fell to his knees and just took it into his body. But it was a shot on target for Newcastle. From Joe Linton there. God. Mavididi tried to get the ball on this near side. He's putting the Newcastle defender under pressure. Oh, it's a goal kick. Mavididi not happy. I think it was a goal kick, if I'm honest. Although the commentators do disagree with me. Fulham are 1-0 up at Liverpool. Ipswich are 1-0 up at Wolves. Will this be the end of Gary O'Neill if Wolves were to lose? Chowdhury now, he's being given the freedom of St James's Park. He turns, plays it. El Khanous takes a shot, but it comes off the defender. McAteer's got it now on the far side. Leicester enjoying a bit of possession here. Keeping hold of it. Skip to Chowdhury. Oh, and his through ball is cut out. And now Newcastle could come away. Oh, a Leicester player goes down. tried to defend it. Oh, I don't know what the hell was going on there with that Leicester defender, but he just went down. Let's have a look and see who it was. Newcastle were coming forward from that Chowdhury block shot. I think it was Vestergaard, to be honest with you. No, yes. Yes, I think he went down much too easily there in an attempt to stop it. They've given a free kick, though. So it's Ipswich 1, Wolves 0. Wow. Liverpool losing to Fulham. 20 minutes gone. Through a lovely free kick for Newcastle if they can make something of it here. It's a good position. At the moment I can only see the back of Skip's bald head, but they might in a minute show us where the free kick's being taken from. Well, that was not sure it was a free kick, but there we go. It's literally, if you can think where the penalty spot is and just put that outside the D. This is going to be dangerous for Leicester here. 21 minutes gone. 3 of them over the ball. Tonali takes it. It hits the wall. The wall does its job. And it's now down in this far corner. Christensen sticking to his player. Mavididi comes back, but he's taken out of position. But it's now crossed into the box. Oh. It's another corner for Newcastle. All Newcastle at the moment. At the moment, Ipswich are up to 18th on 12 points. Wolves down to 19th on 9. Although they may still have, that might have been the position they were in before, if I'm honest with you. I think they probably were. But anyway, it's a corner on the far side to Newcastle. Oh, headed clear there. Good header by the Leicester defender. I think it was James. But they've now got it on this near side now for Newcastle. Oh, and it's out for a Newcastle throw. And he wants the free kick. He's not getting it, though. He said, referee signals there that the ball was got. So get up and get on with it, Murphy. Throw in, though, to Newcastle. Level with the penalty box. Livramento being forced to play it back into his own half. Nobody's there. At the moment for Newcastle, for Leicester, it is all a case of just holding on and holding on. Oh, I can hear the Leicester fans singing. Christensen with a good header, but it goes to a Newcastle player who can come back at us. Oh, good on! Oh, Isak got the ball so luckily there. Leicester City came in and diverted the pass, which was the right thing to do, but the ball ended up going into the box and Isak skipped there. That would have been unfortunate. Because he had to go in and try and get the ball. Leicester can't get rid of the ball at the moment. Newcastle coming back at us. Gordon. Oh, how are Leicester? We've got literally every player back in the box. Newcastle is coming at us. It is a wave of black and white attacking. Vardy tried to get the ball there, but it didn't come off. It's still in the Leicester half. Newcastle still have it. Put it this way, I don't think we're going to match West Ham's 30 shots in a game. Leicester just can't get it away. Oh, Joe Linton shoots it into the box, or as the commentator says, Linton. Joe Linton with a powerful shot, but again, it was straight at Madsen Manson, who just took it, just moved slightly to his left and just took it in his hands without having to really jump. Just take the time, Leicester, now. Come on, we've given it away again. It's gone back to Newcastle. They've got it in their own half, but at the moment, Leicester just can't get hold of the ball. Christensen, though, gets it. It's a good ball. El Canoes here in the centre. He's looking for help. Gets Mavididi here on this near side, who took it well. It wasn't an easy ball for him to take. Gets it to Christensen. Plays it infield to Skip. Skip Chowdhury now. Leicester lost the advantage that they probably had because they've gone back into the game. And have gone back into their own fucking half. At least they're keeping hold of the ball, I suppose. I mean, that was an up and over to absolutely nobody from James Justin. We had the advantage then on this near side, and it was brought back to Christensen, and Christian and Ruud Hullit's going like Ruud Van Nistelrooy's going like that. And this to say, what the fuck are you doing? We had it there, literally on the 18-yard line. And it ended up going back into our own half and then being given away. This is so frustrating. We're not going to get many chances. But when we do, we can't just play it back. Best form of defence quite often is attack. But Newcastle's got to be careful not giving the penalty away. Oh. They're claiming a handball there. And then the final shot went wide, but in an attempt to stop it, Chowdhury's down. But he's claiming handball. Or maybe they're not appealing that hard. It will be looked at. The final ball went wide of Hermerson's post. But at the moment, it's a case of, I mean, what their goalkeeper, get his family down on the pitch and have a picnic. I mean, half an hour in, everything's all right. Chowdhury took the ball in the face there. Christensen battling away. El Canoes comes back and takes the ball, helping him out. Plays it all the way back to Hermansen. It's a good choice in that position. Cody. McAteer turns. El Canoes tries to play it back to Kelsey McAteer, but again, tries the fancy back pass, which was the right, because Casey McAteer was there, but it just wasn't strong enough, and it's headed out for a Newcastle throw-in, again, almost level with the 18-yard box. Couple of stripes just further up the field. Newcastle coming away. Attacking. They're literally just lining up to take a shot. Thank God they've not got their shooting boots on. I mean, would you expect... I mean, this is at Newcastle. I did say that, you know, their home form isn't Fortress St James's Park like it used to be, but they are the home team. I did suggest Cooper for the Southampton job. Second word was off. I'll just let you know that. Newcastle coming again. Oh, it's off Christensen for another corner. I mean, it's just all... I mean, look, this is St James's Park. Newcastle, when you look at their squad, is that in the... Oh, that's a bit just in the D there. Takes the corner short on this near side. There's an overlap there by a Newcastle player. Plays it back. 1-0. 1-0 for Murphy. It was coming. It was coming. You can't, I can't deny that. That was a lovely, lovely taken corner. It was a simple goal. We just weren't. I mean, Amanson, I can't blame Amanson for that. It was a good. He took it well. Well taken goal. Now you can't say it wasn't coming. I mean, they were all. I've got to say, a free kick off Mavadidi on this near side. I wish we could do a corner like that. Short corner, played to as obviously his teammate. I think it was Gordon, overlapped down the side. Nobody went with him. He got the ball. He played it back. It was AU-like, like the goal we did against Southampton, and the ball went through a load of players. Their goalkeeper couldn't see it. Same this time. It was almost a carbon copy of the AU goal against Southampton. Would anybody agree with that? We used to, Jim. Under Cooper. His job defending. It was overrun by the Newcastle player, but they still got it. Headed out. But Newcastle, they smell blood now, Newcastle. Chowdhury this time with the header out. I think if we can get to half-time at just 1-0, that would be quite good. Was that not offside? Oh, it is now. I hate this. I hate it. Why can't they put the flag up straight away? Oh, he was way, way, way offside. So why didn't he put his flag up straight away? We need two defensive midfielders to give better cover to the back four. Now, and the commentator just said, Amanson, final warning about his free kick. That's what the crowd are whistling at. I don't see the point of that at all. Newcastle just come back. Boot upfield. Jamie Vardy can't control it. Otherwise, he would very nicely have been away, if I'm honest with you. Yeah. Oh, a lovely ball from Newcastle down this side. Oh, headed clear. Cody got his head in the way. Oh, El Canoe's being pulled back there. That's going to be a yellow card, surely. Yes, he has. He's got a yellow card. Quite right, Mr. Referee. Not sure who the referee is. Hand of apology. Hand of apology there. But he pulled him down. That would have been away. He took one for the team, let's say, Newcastle there. Not sure he'll probably miss the next game now. It's an up and over, but headed well back to the goalkeeper. 35 minutes gone. Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 0. Fulham are still 1-0 up at Liverpool. And Ipswich still 1-0 up at Wolverhampton Wanderers. "21 touches in the opposition box for Newcastle, 1 for Leicester." A throw in there. Tried to head it on, but nobody was there. Now Christensen. Back to Chowdhury. Skip. It's going backwards again. It's going backwards. Cody on the ball in their half. James. Chowdhury. Oh, and it's a bad ball. Could see what he's trying to do, but he just plays it to a Newcastle player. And they're through. This should be 2. No! How did he miss that? Isaac is laughing, but he was played through there. Bad again from Chowdhury's back pass. He was between 2 Leicester players. Only had a Manson to beat Isaac. And it was a side foot daisy cutter. And I've got to be honest with you, Manson didn't really have much to do there. Wow, that should have been 2-0. Chowdhury's got to... I mean, are we saying Chowdhury's ring rusty? Penalty. No! Vestergaard pointing at Guimaraes. Bruno's down, can't believe it. It will be checked, obviously, but the referee says no penalty. Let's have a look at this again. Vestergaard goes for the ball. Minimal contact, but it was contact. Gerard Gillett apparently is on VAR. No penalty. We love VAR. 64 in, get smashing those like buttons. The only way you'll stop me keep saying it. Who is the referee? Does anybody know? Oh, it's Bramall. Thomas Bramall. He made a good decision there. He was right on top of it, and he went, no penalty. And Gerard Gillett looked at it. Negre, I couldn't possibly comment on that. I'd have to go to church tomorrow. Can we hold on to half time? That is the question. Skip's been booked. Did I miss Skip getting booked? Thank you, Dino. No, it's a free kick to Leicester. 2-1 down on bookings. There'll be a free kick taken by Hermansen just inside the half, Newcastle half. But they lose it. They go up and win the header. Cody gets the throw-in off the Newcastle player. They're quite right. The commentator's quite right. He just said, Newcastle go for the loose ball. We don't. Cheers, Gray. Got to say that I don't know if he's still in, Scott, but his 4-2 still on. Mavididi now on the right. Oh. Mavididi gave away a foul. Not for me, but then what do I know? I think we're going to have to see Brunetti at some point. Well done, Cody. Yeah, Christensen tried to kick it out, hit Murphy, went up in the air, then went out for a goal kick. I get anybody agreeing? Brunetti's got to come on, I think. I don't know what to think about Chowdhury. He's put some very, very wild passes through. But, look, this is his first 41 minutes of the season. Is that Kate I just saw then in the crowd? Chowdhury. Christensen. Back to Chowdhury. Turns on the ball. Gets it to Skip. James. Back to... Cody! Oh. Cody had the ball. Gordon was too close to him and closed him down. And it just literally came off him and just tumbled into the arms of Amanson. Chowdhury takes it over into the Newcastle half. 42 minutes. An equaliser would be excellent now. Yeah, well, it's that time of year, Richard. Christmas does take over. Oh. Christensen took the ball off Chowdhury, couldn't really control it, though it was a very difficult ball for him to control. Are you feeling in the Christmas spirit, Richard? Ho, ho, ho. 42 minutes gone. Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 0. Could be, I'd say, probably 3 minutes of stoppage time at the moment. That might be added on. Newcastle coming forward down the far side. Getting past Mavididi quite easily. Cody there, though. El Canoes. Vardy to Skip. Skip now. He's got nobody up with him, but McAteer. Chowdhury. Skip. Newcastle have got the players back now. Oh, Skip hits the Newcastle player. It was wasted. In fairness, we got the ball up. We still got... No, we're not. We lost it. We got the ball. Skip, probably the last person you want running with it. McAteer's got it now, who overlapped him, but it was just... Oh. Still got with Leicester. McAteer. Mavididi now on this side. This side, back to Skip. Skip into Vestergaard. James, back to Chowdhury. Leicester enjoying a little bit of possession here at the moment. Vestergaard. Skip. Chowdhury, Skip. Vestergaard. Christensen. Mavididi now. Back to Vestergaard. 2 minutes will be added on. Wasn't far off, was I? Mavididi. Vestergaard. Mavididi. Christensen going for the run over, but it was a throw in, cut out there by the Newcastle. But I mean, a good spell of. Oh, you're still out there, are you, Richard? Another throw into Leicester. It is 2 minutes. Vestergaard, 1-2 there. Chowdhury. Ooh. Vestergaard, Cody, El Canoose. Mavididi, who's back on the right now. El Canoose, a good overlap from El Canoose. Out for a corner. That was probably Leicester's best move of the game. Right at the end of the first half. Canoose, excellent run from Canoose there. Left the defender, but defender went on the inside of him and was able to slide and put the ball out. So it's a corner to Leicester. What a great time this would be for Vestergaard to pop up and just get his head on one and knock it in. Come on, Yannick. Come on, Great Dane. Corner comes in. Does he get past the first man? Skip tries to shoot it, but it scuffs it. But now it's with Canoose again on the far side. Oh. It was blocked there by a Newcastle player. It's back on the halfway line. Christensen, Mavididi now. Tries to run at the defence. Takes it on the outside. An overlap from Christian, but he's not used. It was inside to McAteer. Manages to stay on his feet and hold on to it. James Justin chips it up. Vardy gets onto the end of it, but it was never gonna worry Dubrovnik. But it was a header that was going up. Might have even come off the Newcastle player, to be honest with you. And in the end, it was a simple jump and take for Dubrovnik. Dubravka. Dubrovnik, that's in Yugoslavia, or what was Yugoslavia, of course. Okay, it is half-time. It is 1-0. I'm going to go, because as you know, my plants always need watering, and I will be back in a few minutes. Don't go away. We'll be back with the half-time review. Hello. That shouldn't have happened. Welcome back. Video ended a lot sooner than I. Yes, I am, Gray. Yes, I am. I think Chowdhury is a bit rusty and maybe a bit nervy. Having game time might help, but I think he should come off either at half time or in the 60th minute. Like I said, the problem with that is that we don't have a lot of choice in the defensive midfielder role. And I haven't gone mad at him. You will have noticed I haven't gone mad at him because I do believe he is a little bit ring rusty. They're not PJ bottoms, actually. They are lounge trousers. Lounge bottoms, I think they're called. And actually, who's the guy that does the Man United stand? You know the guy I mean that shouts a lot. Yeah, he wears them as well. I've seen his. Well, not in the flesh, so to speak, but certainly on camera. Right, it's time. Look at this. Listen to this sound. Oh, isn't there a better sound? Is there a better sound than that in the world? And that's going to be there for the second half. Let's have a check on the halftime scores. Wow. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. Liverpool 0, Fulham 1. As we know, Newcastle United 1, Leicester City 0. Wolverhampton Wanderers 0, Ipswich Town 1. Just saying here, well, this is what they're saying online. The hosts lead at the break, and deservedly so. They've been the better team and have created the chances to show for it. But there should be a man down too. Guimaraes can count himself lucky. If City can play like they did in the final few minutes of the half, then we'll fancy the chances of getting themselves back into this. They did, but as we always used to say a lot under Cooper, you can't just play for 10 minutes here or 10 minutes there. How often do we say, well, Leicester played well in the last 15 minutes? Yeah, but they were shit in the previous 85. You have to take that into account. Newcastle totally and utterly so deserved it. I don't know if I can get the stats up yet, but let's just have a look. Here we go. So, match that. So Newcastle only 54% possession, 53.7, but 54. 46 to Leicester. 14 shots though to our 3. 5 shots on target, none for us. Interesting to see how many block shots. Oh, it's not showing me that this week. 4 saves from Hermansen, none from Dubravnik. 3-2 corners to Newcastle. 26 touches in the opposition box, though, for Newcastle. Only 6 for Leicester. But look, it's what I've expected. If you are Eddie Howe, you'd be saying to your players, look, guys, our form is a bit indifferent. Won 5, drawn 5, lost 5. This is a team we can demolish. Ruud van Nistelrooy, if you even look at West Ham, look, they were all over us, weren't they? Brighton should have put us to bed. But what you've got to understand, I suppose, is, and if you do forget, and I forget, is that Ruud is playing with the team that Cooper built, if you like. Depends where he's going to spray it, Gray, doesn't it, really? Ooh. I mean, Richard, he look, we know he's good with his team talks. Look at West Ham, 1-0 up and he wasn't happy. I think December we are going to struggle, especially when I think we've got Liverpool and we've got Man City coming up. Next week, Wolves, if we lose against Wolves, God help us, but we should beat Wolves. But like I say, this isn't his team at all, and it won't be his team really until next season, when he might be able to get some players out, contracts expiring, and making the most of it. But until then, he's having to play with what he's got until January, at least. Obviously, in January, he can maybe make a couple of signings. We've got to be careful with PSR. But let's have a look. I need an LCFC onesie. How do you know I've not got one, Wayne? Look, it's comfy. And if it's good enough for, for Man United stand, it's good enough for me. The idea is that they're not supposed to look like pyjamas, so that if I answer the door, it looks like I'm just wearing lounge pants. That's what they're called, lounge pants. Which finger does he need to pull out? Well, the question is as well is, what has he put his finger in to have to pull out of? At the moment, he could be holding a dam back, couldn't he, with his finger? Fourthman Chowdhury rusty at the break, thinking he needs to sit in WD-40 and shake it off. That's not his fault, though. Let's say it isn't not his fault. You know, this is his first game that he's played all season, and for this long. And I can't blame him. Yes, he's put in some bad passes, but I can't blame him. A pumped up Leicester in the second half. Yes. 4 points from West Ham, Brighton and Newcastle. It is. And look, I'm not going to, like I say, I've gone for a win for Leicester. I would accept a draw, and I'd probably expect the loss. There you go. Covering all the bases, aren't I? Remember, Chris, it's not where you start, it's where you finish. It's not how you... What is it? What's the song? There's a song, isn't there? And Banana Army did one. It's not what you do, it's how you do it, or something they did. I don't know. I've lost it. This is why I need my Christmas break. And just to say, like everybody, this is more than likely 95% the last watch along. I know we've got Wolves next week before Christmas. I don't think I'll be doing that. I am walking away for a little bit over Christmas, and I don't think I will be doing. Well, I know I won't be doing the Boxing Day feature and the Man City games either. Yeah, well, he did, but what he's done already is good. Unfortunately, how good can you make them? You can turn a turd into diarrhea, but at the end of the day, it's still shit. Yes, Gray, exactly. JJ isn't playing badly. I mean, look, we're up against Newcastle at home in front of the St James's Park crowd. Are going to literally, well, they are doing, aren't they? They are. It's like Custer's last stand at the moment. The Indians are just going at the 7th Cavalry, one attack after another. It's not what you do; it's the way that you do it. And that's what gets results. Scott knows. I am asking, Scott. Come on. I am asking. And then Gray comes back in. Gray's singing it. Great. There we go. We'll form a new boy band. The Pensioners. I'm probably doing you two a disfavour there, but Chris, Scott and Gray. Westlife will have had nothing on us, I'll tell you. Fun Boy 3, yes, it was. Yes. That you do is the way that you do it. Oh, they were a cheerful band, weren't they? To say that they were called Fun Boy. But there we go. Deary me. Deary me. Right. Okay. Hi, Ronald. How are you doing? The players are almost out for the second half. We will be back in time for that straight after this. If I can do it again without showing off me clothes this time. And we have had the change, but I don't think it's the change that everybody expected. Max Hermansson is off. Danny Ward is on. Just waiting to see. Hermansson is not re-emerged for the second half, and so Ward comes on. It's his first league appearance for the club since March 2023. So what's that? About 20 months, something like that? Surely it's got to be injury. We're off for the second half. Yeah, Ronald, R.I.P. But I'm just laughing at Wayne's comment there. So Ward is on. 15 of our 21 goals have come in the second half. Balls chipped in. Leicester, of course, all in blue. Newcastle in black and white striped top. Black shorts, black socks with a white ribbon around the top. Leicester now are kicking from left to right, but it's Newcastle have the first breakaway here down this left-hand side with Gordon. There's the referee's legs. That's a free kick there, El Canoes. Yeah, so it is the only change of the second half. From either side, Danny Ward coming on for Hermansson. I take it you're not happy then, Tom. Danny Ward here. It is. Whenever you have to change your goalkeeper mid-match, it is difficult because obviously Ward and these defenders, I mean, all the defenders knew Hermansson. He knew what was available for the players. Ward obviously won't. I'm guessing he's injured. He wouldn't have come off if he wasn't. So it's a free kick. Gordon to take it. Chips it into the box. 2-0. 2-0 within a minute for the second half. They've just, I have to say, it's probably, is it Justin's fault that? The free kick's there. Headed across goal. And it's just at the far post. The Newcastle player just waiting for it to go in. And it was he won't get an easier goal, to be honest with you. They are actually checking. They're checking it. It's taking a little bit of a while. No, they've given it. They've given it. They've allowed it. Well, to be honest with you, that's kind of killed the game off, hasn't it, really? I can't blame Ward for that, I don't think. Newcastle coming forward. There's a chance of a third. And it is 3. 3-0 within what? This is just ridiculous. Don't know what Ruud said to them at half time. Ward's not happy. Unbelievable. I mean, what the hell? I don't know what Ruud said at half time. What was it? Go and give them the game. I mean, Cody, it came off Cody's head. Don't know what. No, it came off his body, and Gray was just there. Wow. I don't think we could say whether Manson would have done anything any better. Well, like I say, the match is as good as over now. Isak now away again. Oh, this could be 4. Oh. Over there. Should have been 4. Should have been 4. We are literally getting torn a shred off one now. I mean, I just... Not sure whether Ward got a touch on it or not. Yeah, I think Ward actually managed to save that one. The corner's not given, but it was a save. I can't. I don't think I can. It's not fair. Yeah, let's not get a lot. Ward, I'm sorry. I'm not having this blaming Ward. Blame Ward all you want. I'm not putting those comments up because Justin was certainly at fault for one of them. Even Scott's 4-2 is out the window. Let's just sit back and enjoy it, shall we? Well, I say enjoy. Enjoy is not really the word, is it? We did say, didn't we, what just talking about Jamie Vardy. About Jamie Vardy there. He hasn't got the service. He probably hasn't had that many touches, if truth be known. But you can't blame the guy because nobody's playing the ball through to him. Apparently, according to the commentator, it's Chowd Hurry. So what's Cody going to do? He plays it back to Vestergaard. Vestergaard plays it forward to El Canouse. We've got to see some changes soon, surely. Oh, McAteer with a shot there. El Canouse good. It was an easy save for Dubravnik, to be fair. But at least El Canouse had a shot. At least it was it was a shot, and it was on target, which I think is our first one. But how's the saying go? That escalated quickly. Well, this is an overlap here for Mavididi. Gets the ball in. Jamie Vardy was there, but he didn't get up in time. I think we now need this, but for not necessarily the right reason. Exactly, Derek. Exactly. Go again, McAteer, another effort. I mean, for that goal, their second goal, Horn was unmarked at the back post. Heads it back. There we go, some changes. Mavididi tried to play it through to Jamie Vardy there. So the second goal, dreadful defending from City at a free kick as they leave Hall and marked at the back post. He heads it back across the face, and Guimaris is there in the queue to nod it in. For the 3-0, City are falling apart. Yes, we were. Newcastle tear through them down the left, and the ball is crossed with Cody fluffing his clearance to divert the ball into the Isaac's head. Oh, he sat with a shot there. All right, Ward made a save, everybody. Hey, Evie, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. I still haven't got any news. I don't know if anybody else has any news as to why Mads Hermansen is off the pitch. The 3 changes come in, and Justin is down. Cole is one of them, so again, it's all the way through, but Ward picks it up. Prashant, yeah, look, he's a Leicester player, and I'll support him for during the match. You can't blame him for either of those 2 goals. It was poor defending. Now, can Mavididi get to this? No. Is the answer? Another changes come on. Oh, God, Harvey Barnes is coming on. He's going to get a... So Chowdhury is off. Renette comes on for him. Oh, no, Coley comes on for him. Mavididi is coming on. Not really had the best of games. He's coming off, sorry. Mavididi coming off. Renette coming on. And Vardy off and Daka on. Now, I don't. What's the point? Because I've got to say, no point taking Vardy off and putting Daka on if you're not going to. I hope somehow he's changing something around in the rest of the team, because Vardy got sweet fuck all. Newcastle come away again down this near side, so it should be 4, and it is 4. Soon as the changes are made, we go 4 down. Our goal difference is taking a fucking battering. No, I mean, to be honest with you, is it through the legs of Danny Ward? Yes. This is embarrassing now. Liverpool have equalised against Fulham. Ipswich are still beating Wolves. Anybody want to put a tenner on Newcastle 4, Leicester 5? Coming forward again, Newcastle, down the far side. Oh. Daka did well there, defending. Took the sting out of the shot, it went up in the air and Ward closed it down and collected it. Throw out from Ward now. But again, a bad pass to the Leicester player who couldn't. He was troubling to. Oh, he sat there on again. Vestergaard got in the way and did a good bit of defending, and then the ball's just played straight out to Newcastle. Jim, you're quite right. You don't fancy Daka getting another 4 then, do you? If anybody actually says that we're losing this because of Ward, then you're watching a different game and you're on drugs and are pissed. Yes, we're losing it because we're crap, but he's not. Goals aren't all down to him yet. Trippier could be coming on and Barnes is coming on. That's all. I mean, looking at our first half performance, is there any way you think that this would be anything other than this sort of a scoreline? Because I didn't. I've got to say, watching that first half, if I had a bet, I would have put it on Newcastle winning, and that would have even have been with Hermansen on the pitch. Kyle. So 3 changes for Newcastle. We've got Barnes and Trippier and somebody else is on. I'm not really bothered about. Yasmin, or is it Yazine? Sorry, Yazine. Well, look, Leicester players coming on and scoring against us. It never changes, does it? I don't know what the heaviest defeat. Agreed, Jim. 100%. Thank you for agreeing with me. Yes, he's not as good a goalkeeper as Hermansen. We know that. Nobody in the right man would say he is. But to blame him for anything like this is absolutely stupid and showing no knowledge of football. I'm sorry, but that's a fact. Yes, he's bad, but you can't blame him for every goal that the opposition score. I mean, dare I look at the match stats at the moment? See, again, it's 52% possession, 20 shots for Newcastle to our 4. Only had 9 on target. That's all they need. We've had 1. 36 touches in the opposition box to our 9. A long shot. I mean, a long shot. Wayne Rooney, David Beckham-esque tried from Newcastle there, but straight down the throat of Danny Ward. Wayne, are you still in, Wayne? Are you able to see the game at all? 68 in. How many likes have we got? Come on, guys. Well, Derek, you're happy. You can blame him for 1 goal, so all's well with the world. 29 likes. Come on, guys. 63 of you in. It costs nothing to like the video, and it helps us. You come in, you watch it, you enjoy it. Well, maybe not enjoy is not the word. And you can't even be bothered to like it. Come on. That's embarrassing from everybody that's watching. Newcastle, I don't think this is going to end 4-0. Thank you, Kyle. You're a gentleman, sir. Evie, he's on the wrong side. He should be on the right. Oh, sorry, on the left. That's it. I mean, he can play right. He played better in the last 2 games under Ruud, but look, he's better on the left. And so but we've got no options on the right unless you put Chowdhury in there. And I love Chowdhury as a defensive midfielder, but certainly not at left back. At right back, I mean. Sorry, but I agree. I'm not happy with him there. It's not his fault because he's being played there. But I agree with you. I think Wayne might have gone. Just wondering whether you were still coming in after Wayne. I don't know sort of how you're listening, seeing this. Newcastle again down the far side. 68 minutes gone. Oh, intercepted there. That was by Justin, I think. Well done, sir. No, it wasn't. I think it was a Coley. But again, it's just not falling for us. Good defending by Vestergaard. McAteer loses it, though. And Newcastle come away down the far side with Barnes. Oh. It's a corner. Christensen, though, good defending. Not too far back, because if we turn it too far back, we'd end up with Cooper. Short corner taken. Again, the defending is all over the place. Cody is just sliding in. Oh, Harvey Barnes, I've got to say, I know it's Newcastle now, but a lovely ball into the box. Mind you, I wouldn't mind watching that video now. Sure, in suspenders and a short skirt, sat with a gun turret between her legs. I'm just trying to amuse myself here with something different than watching this. That's all I can say. Who's the guy who does that Man United stand? What's he called? Joe Linton is off. I mean, they've got Ipswich next, and Joe Linton will miss that. So that could work. I mean, look, if we'd said at the start of Ruud's reign, you're going to play West Ham, West Ham, Brighton and Newcastle, and you'll get 4 points out of 9. All unnecessary. Oh, right, Newcastle coming away again. I just don't like us playing teams with stripes. Clear. I mean, we are scrambling at the back. We are literally scrambling. If I could turn back time. Newcastle here. Nobody's closing the players down. That's it. Mark Goldbridge. See, he wears these bottoms as well. So if it's cool enough for Mark Goldbridge to wear them, it's a very good show on YouTube that he was interviewed by, I think, a Liverpool fan, and he talks about his time at TalkSport. It's a really, really good interview. Fair play to the guy. Newcastle with Barnes. Block defending. Fans are shouting for handball. It's up in the air. Oh, side netting from Newcastle there. Yeah, we need a new right back. Yazine, you're right. Definitely need a new right back. Guys, I am 50 odd off hitting 4,000 subscribers. If you could please be very, very nice if you are new. I know for those that are in the chat, you have to subscribe. Please don't unsubscribe when you leave. But if you haven't subscribed and you're not joining the chat, you're just watching, like I say, smash the likes, please. But also, please subscribe to the channel. Look, this is Leicester. We're bound to. Yeah, just showing that ball that came off Cody there. The third goal. 38 likes. We need to get to 50, guys. I've got to say, is it worth me doing these watch-alongs ever again? If I'm only getting 38 likes, I might as well not bother. McAteer. Actually, oh, it was over the head of Daka and straight into the... It was a lovely run by McAteer, straight down to the byline. Crosses in, unfortunately too high for Daka, and straight into the hands of Dubravnik. Cody goes down, trying to defend, and we get a free kick. Throw into Leicester, midway into their own half. And we've got to say as well, are you a Geordie, Peter? If you are, mate, welcome to the stream. And your team deserves what they're getting. Lot better. But it's also it's not these sort of games that will decide if we stay up. And we've still got to say that is still the target. It's still to stay up. It's the games next week against Wolves. Those are the games that will decide. Cody playing touchy-feely with one of the Newcastle fans. Out here to Justin. Back to the aforementioned Akoli. 48 touches in our box. How about Newcastle have had? We've had 9 in theirs. Wolves have equalised against Ipswich. 76 minutes gone. Wolves have equalised. Richard, kind words, thank you. I'm not doing it to get people coming in saying you wonder or anything like that. I mean, I do this because I enjoy it. It's like a hobby for me. But come on, 38 likes. And I do know there's a lot of other channels that people have a choice to go to, obviously, as well. So Wolves have equalised. So that means Fulham are still 1-1 at Liverpool. Everton are still holding 0-0 to Arsenal. Having said that, we are on minus 13 now. So even if Everton were to lose that, unless they lost letting 6 goals in the last few minutes, they're having a drop behind us. Of course, this does mean that Crystal Palace could go ahead of us. Ipswich and Wolves are both on 10 points, 4 points behind us at the moment. "76 minutes gone. Last sixth of the game, is that? Justin, took that. Oh, he's offside. Oh. There was a yellow card there. I mean, he took the shot, but he probably didn't see the flag. Yeah, he was offside, but he plays it back. There was a yellow card, I think, in there. This is going to give Ruud a lot of food for thought. And in fairness, you can't say that, we suddenly come into the game because they've not scored for half an hour. No, they've taken the foot off the pedal. That was a good ball to Harvey Barnes. Leaves McAteer and shoots to the to Danny Ward's left and wide of the goal. So Everton are doing well away at Arsenal and Fulham are doing well away at Liverpool. We are not doing so well. Ipswich were ahead, and this has been the story of Ipswich's season. Ipswich were ahead, struggling 1-1 now. Wolverhampton come back into it. But Wolverhampton need to start turning these draws into wins if they're going to have any hope of staying up. Oh, that was an unfortunate ball from El Canouse. Thought he might have gone on and shot, actually. 5:30 kick-off today. Don't forget, Nottingham Forest are hosting Aston Villa. But now it could be 5. No. Straight at Danny Ward. Danny Ward held his position up against Harvey Barnes. It was straight into his hands. Oh, Frasan, yes, please. Exactly, Keith, exactly. You can't be surprised at the score, even if we were going prediction league wins and all that. Like I said before, I predicted a win, I hoped for a draw, I expected a loss. Gordon was just fouled there by Buenete, but he's coming off anyway after dropping his snot all over the pitch. Brashant. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Still no news at the moment on Hermansen. Thank God Gordon's going off. Willock is coming on, though. Has anyone had any news about Hermansen at all? Linton? Joe Linton? I really not got much to say, because if I say anything, I'm just repeating what I'd said 2 minutes ago, and that's Newcastle are attacking. The Cordova Reed is coming on. Oh, it was Joe Linton that got booked earlier. So the Cordova Reed is on. El Canoes is off. Says here, the BBC have just said, well, first of all, the commentators just said the game's gone away from Leicester, not that it was ever there. Am I echoing? Oh, I see what you mean. Your jokes are worse than mine, Wayne. Wayne, are you coming on for the post-match? I don't know what your thoughts are on that. But the BBC have reported substitution by Leicester City. Danny Ward replaces Mads Hermansen because of an injury. So this is Ruud van Nistelrooy's first defeat. Not a problem, Wayne. Not a problem. I say if you want to come on to chat just about generally, but I understand, if you've not seen any of the match. Let's hope that Mads Hermansen injury isn't too bad. Fulham, Liverpool 1, Fulham 2. 81 minutes gone. Is this going to be Liverpool's first defeat of the season? Man City will be licking their lips. Chelsea will be licking their lips. Christensen, good defending there, but it is a corner. Chelsea playing Brentford tomorrow. Brentford are away, so I think Chelsea will probably do that one. Manchester City, obviously, tomorrow, it's the Manchester Derby. And mad that I am, I've gone for a Manchester United win there. No, you're right, Gray. Sorry, you are definitely, yes, you are 100% right. It's how you feel, Wayne. Oh, Barnes with a shot from way outside the box. It was straight down the throat of Danny Ward. Danny Ward saved a shot. Danny Ward saved a shot. I mean, if you want to just come on and we can talk, general questions as well. And Jim can sort of do the match questions. I'll leave it up to you, Wayne. I understand if you don't. If you sooner leave it, that is fine. I understand. Me and Jim will, because we both watch the match, so we can do that. Yeah, I had forgotten that one. For some reason, I'd got it as a draw in my mind. Cheers, Wayne. Lawrence coming in. Newcastle now. Oh. Well, a Coley clear, but only back as far as Barnes. Oh. So. Newcastle have just totally and utterly been on top. And Leicester just basically get something to save their embarrassment. There they come again. They're just lining. I do get the feeling that they are lining up here. I mean, it had to end at some point. Of course, it had to come to an end, didn't it? My only worry is, what will this mean when we face Liverpool and Manchester City? Five minutes we're going to have. sort of, well, let's not even go there, eh? They're coming at us again. Yeah, they said that. So it is 5 minutes of stoppage time. Like I say, guys, I'm sorry for being quiet, but I just don't know what to say. Newcastle, Barnes taken out. That'll be a free kick from Vestergaard. And another yellow card. Yeah, they shouted at somebody. They say it's McAteer. Yeah, it was a free kick, unfortunately. But Vestergaard took one for the team again, I guess. Free kick on the far side. Virtually on the same, on the 18-yard line. Oh. High free kick all the way over. It was put back in. It's now gone all the way back to the Newcastle defenders. But I think we don't. Well, do we need? I don't think we need a central defender, but we do need a right back. We do need. Hiya, Dan. Who knows? Who knows? Liverpool have equalised. Liverpool have equalised in the 90th minute against Fulham. Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Thank you. Told you. Let's get up to the 50. Would cheer me up for Christmas. Like I said, this game is never going to sort of determine our survival. But next, McAteer coming away. Actually, just bear with me a second. Oh, Buonanotte. So pass was into Buonanotte, but it was easily disposed of the ball taken off him. And now Newcastle come away again. But next week's game against Wolves, that's the sort of game that will determine whether we stay up or not. And they're drawing 1-1 at the moment with Ipswich. Oh, Buonanotte gives the ball away again. Would be nice, Jim. We've literally got 35 seconds to do it in. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and click that notification bell. Everybody, those 3 things are all free of charge. Yeah, they're just... Coley, is he going to get a book in there, a Coley? Yes, he does. I mean, how late was this? Ooh. Yeah, even Eddie Howe went. Liam, Manson's injured, according to the BBC. And that's it. It is all over. It has finished 4-0. I've no words. I'm going to go off, do me bits, and we'll come back. I'll be joined by the 3 lads, the 2 lads and me, and we'll talk Ipswich. Ipswich have just scored 2-1. Ipswich doing what Ipswich did last season. It's 2-1 to Ipswich. Taken over from Wolverhampton. They've taken the lead over at Wolverhampton. Let's have a look what that does to the table. Everton have got a point away at Arsenal. Liverpool are drawing at Fulham. And at the moment, Ipswich are 2 points behind us. And we've got a worse goal difference now than Ipswich have. Well, guys, look, we're going to have the post match in a minute, and we will do that. But until then, I'm just going to go and sort myself out. Don't go away, guys. Let me sort this video out. I don't want you seeing me underwear again. You did before, of course. Oh dear. I've got to find the right one here.
Christmas!
Indeed. Jim, hello. Hey, matching shirts.
You know, solidarity for you, brother. I did this for you. I figured you, with everything you got going, you needed some solidarity. Hello, Wayne.
Hi, Jim. You all right, mate?
Right.
Have you got the pajama bottoms on though?
Negative. Negative.
Well, I've got my LCFC tracky bottoms on, Chris, but
I won't ask what you're wearing underneath. Wayne, welcome along. I know you've not watched the game, but we'll have some general, hopefully, insight. But just to run through the full-time scores here, let me just move you two across. That's better. Arsenal 0, Everton 0. They're still playing at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Fulham have been ahead twice there. Newcastle 4, Leicester City 0. Unfortunately, we know, don't we? Wolverhampton Wanderers 1, Ipswich Town 2. A huge win there for Ipswich. And obviously, we've got Wolves next week. And then, of course, kicking off in half an hour's time, it's Forest and Villa. Geordie Tune for Life is in. Hi, Chris. I come in peace. The result won't decide whether Leicester stay up. Just beat Wolves and you'll be fine. I wish all Leicester supporters a safe journey home, especially the lovely Kate. Thank you very much, Geordie. Look, you deserved it, mate. So I'm not gonna say anything. No. You didn't get anything you didn't deserve. But Wayne, I'm trying to think. I'm going to come to you say with questions that aren't match related. But as Geordie says there, and this is a question I was going to put to you, it's not that sort of game or that particular game against Newcastle that will decide whether we stay up or not.
No, it's not. And to be honest, I was phoning the son-in-law to see whether I could go around and watch it around his house with him and my grandson. So probably good job that I didn't. But no, I think if somebody said beforehand, you know, if you get 4 points from sort of West Ham, Brighton and Newcastle, would you be happy with that? And I'd have said yes, to be honest. So it sounds like it was a tough afternoon, but still 4 points, you know.
Exactly. I mean, Jim, if you said when Ruud took over, remember the team when Ruud took over, that, you know, you're going to play West Ham, who technically were above us, and an established Premier League team, Brighton, who were sort of in the top 10, Newcastle, who were just outside the top 10, and we would have given you 4 points from those games, we'd have snapped your hand off, wouldn't we?
Absolutely. I agree with both of you. We played very well against West Ham. They were out of sorts. They didn't play well. The Brighton game was amazing, the way we came back.
Yeah.
We knew Newcastle was a better team coming in. I like what you said during the watch along. You hope for a draw. We probably were going to get a defeat. I wish it wasn't, a stomping, but I think we got a good opportunity with this next match to at least right the ship. And I mean, it's only one match. The two we played, hopefully the last two showed what Ruud has brought to the team. This one, they just were overwhelmed.
Yes, yeah. Obviously, more questions will be going towards Jim, Wayne, so bear with me on that. Full-time, Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. I think they played about 10 minutes stoppage there. I mean, Wolves Ipswich, I don't know whether it was a draw or one of the teams won. Either way, look, we've not got to worry about what they do anyway, but a win for Ipswich, as I said, doing what they were doing last season, which was scoring right at the end. But I mean, when you look at the table now, you've got Southampton who are playing Tottenham, so they could win that, but they're on 5. Wolves on 9. Ipswich on 12. Palace have got a game in hand now on 13, but they are playing Brighton in a derby, so that could go either way. And then obviously Arsenal on 14. But we still only need that 17th position. Ruud's job is no different to Steve Cooper's job. It is to get us to 17th. And we've got to remember, that was only 2 games. That would not suddenly become Barcelona overnight.
Yeah, to be honest, I just got to say this. I did forecast Ipswich 2, Wolves 1. Get in. Get in, Chris. Chris is checking that now.
Just check it. VAR here, everybody.
You see, I learnt off two incredible tacticians, and it's rubbed off on me, Chris. You see,
as long as that's all that's rubbed off on you.
Yeah, but I do think it'd be interesting to hear from you guys, because I did think Newcastle can be hit and miss, but they are very, very physical side. Joe Linton in midfield, they all work incredibly hard, but I think Isaac's been missing quite a few chances. But it'd be interesting to hear what you guys think of, as missing Samare and Ndidi, two real strong characters in midfield, and having not watched it, what you guys thought. Chris.
I think Chris is excited about what you just asked.
No. I'm excited because I went the same as you, Wayne. I hadn't noticed.
It's funny, we have two parallel sort of situations where we have the team we love and support, and other results going our way or not, but then also a little eye on our fantasy or predictions.
I'm more than a little one, more than a little. Jim, looking at that match before we sort of break it down overall, it was a 4-0 though, wasn't it? And it was lucky to only be 4.
It was. And I'd say in the first half, one of the things I took from it is I thought we were defending well as a team. I was watching everybody defending well. I mean, granted, they did score, it was 2-0 at half. They did score on us, but I thought we were defending well. But in the second half, not a chance. Not a chance. We just fell apart. I think one of the things you said, I wrote it down because I laughed. You said...
I said something funny. That's not like me.
No, you said, we are taking a fucking battering here. And I just think we forgot how to defend in the second half. We allowed too many players wide open. They were coming down the outside undefended. Their crosses were hitting players on the backside, back posts that were uncovered. So, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Totally agree. But I was holding on hope because I thought we were defending well as a team. I mean, being down 2-0 at half, we've come back before. We've come back under Ruud 2-2.
No, it was 1-0 at half time, wasn't
1-0, sorry.
Yeah, and then 2. Well, it might as well have been because the start of the second half. What was sorry, you did put a question in there, Wayne. What was the question again? Sorry.
Just about
Samare.
Samare. Yeah. It's like people said about JJ, and he's not playing very well, but he was like let down by the midfield in front of him. And that seems to have been shored up, and I think it did indeed, and Samare being out, make the difference.
I think getting him back will certainly help. I mean, Hazma, like Chris said during the match, he had some bright spots early, but it was his first time playing. And Ndidi playing disciplined is an asset. And we've noticed Samare in the last couple of matches has been an asset as well. So I would think it would be positive getting them both back.
I mean, for me, we'd have still lost. I'm sorry, Newcastle, before this game, won 5, drawn 5, lost 5. It was depending what Newcastle were going to turn up. St James's Park hasn't exactly been a fortress this season, which gave me a little bit of hope as well. And of course, we're on a high with the new manager, etc. Look, I mean, it's saying here, was this the worst performance of the season? I don't know. It's certainly up there. But Skip, to me, wasn't particularly having a bad game. But again, we've still got to it's getting the basics right. Whoever's in the team. And the problem is that Chowdhury, and I'm not going to blame Chowdhury here, because he probably had a very disappointing game. But he hasn't played it all this season. So you can't expect him to come in and then suddenly start, being messy and passing and making every pass. So many of his passes went astray. But what choice did we have others to put him there? I tell you what I think a big thing was, and that was not playing Brenette. Because I think Vardy, you forgot he was on the pitch. He got absolutely no service whatsoever, and I was surprised Brunetti was on. Mavididi, look, he came on, but he still was not. He's still off his best, a long, long way off his best. I would have taken him off at half time, to be honest with you, but I think Brunetti. I don't know what your thoughts are, Jim, but for me, leaving Brunetti out, basically, it was almost like cutting one leg off.
Yeah, I think with Vardy not getting any service, early, I saw two balls that Chowdhury played, nice through balls. Vardy couldn't get on the end of them. And then as the first half went on, like you said, he was invisible. I think Bonete would have certainly helped. He would have certainly helped.
But again, we have to look, I guess, and whatever players he chooses, Wayne, and go, this is only his third game. We have to allow, him some time to kind of, and I think this is why I'm glad he came in as early as he did, because he's got these games before we hit January, and pick whoever we're going to sign or bring in or whatever. So you can't go too mad, can you?
Not really, no. It's like with the pre-season under Endo, it was all over the place. But it's kind of, you try different things in different combinations to just see how they interact. And what El Canoes was in the middle, just behind Vardy. So, I was surprised when I saw the lineup that Buonanotte wasn't starting. But you will make mistakes. Anybody in any business, organisation or team, it's a part and parcel of learning. And you find out about your players and, whether they can act under pressure, whether some teams out-muscle you, whether some people are lacking for speed or awareness in game to make quick passes. So, I think 4 points from these matches. But it's just, it sounded like the nature of the game today was quite tough. You were on the edge, Chris.
Hey, Chris,
I'm having a David Coop moment there. It went down the wrong way.
So while you're sneezing, I'll follow up on what Wayne and you had asked. I think by not starting Bonanete, he now has seen different players coming off the bench, starting. Mavididi got to start. Normally he comes off the bench. I think you both said it. He's still trying the players out to see what lineup he's going to take forward, and he'll know what they can do coming off the bench or what they can do starting. Yeah.
Look, I want to make this point, and obviously I'm going to have to go to Jim because he was sort of watching the match. So forgive me, Wayne. Once Danny Ward came on, it was good night Vienna. Look, I said this during the game. I was a very big believer that when Schmeichel went, Danny Ward had to be given the chance because he had not let us down in the games he played. Although there were obviously, cup games, etc. He had not had a Premier League start, but he didn't take it was awful, and I will admit that. He wasn't good. But at the end of the day, that defeat wasn't because of Danny Ward. That defeat was as much the fact that it was 4-0, and in that first half, it would have probably been more even with Mads Manson in, because they were shooting, and they hadn't got the shooting boots on in that first half. But for me, the defence was awful and didn't give. All right, the ball went through his feet for the fourth goal, through his legs, but I've seen them go through Mads Manson's legs as well. So I don't think you can blame Danny Ward, can you, Jim?
No, not at all. I mean, they, like I said a bit ago, we were allowing them so much space to bring that ball down. And then when their crosses they went to players unmarked on the backside. And he just got peppered. And I think it was our defense that let him down. He made a couple saves, made a couple nice saves. I know you commented on every one of them, Chris. But it wasn't his fault at all.
No, it wasn't. And so let's just I'm just going to say, if anybody that has a go at Ward, you're not getting your comment on screen. it's it's about opinions. You're entitled to your opinions, but that was not down to Danny Ward. But let's fingers crossed hope that Mads Manson is not going to be out for too long. I mean, he didn't look injured, did he, Jim?
No, he didn't. I was shocked when I heard the TV presenters come on and say that that Ward was going in goal. I, like you, was wondering what happened.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a bad injury.
No. And also, of course, look, when you've set up and, your goalkeeper behind you, Wayne, is somebody that's been there all season and all last season, in fairness. You know what to expect from him, etc. It's horrible for a goalkeeper. You don't make a goalkeeper change unless you really, really have to, do you?
No, you don't. And it's such a pivotal position where you have got a lot more weight on you. You can't hide in the numbers in a team. And what Scott said there is spot on. Psychologically, Mads is such a brilliant shot stopper. And the team really believe in him. And irrespective of someone's ability, the team will not have that same belief in sort of Danny Ward.
No.
Impossible to come in, really. Very difficult situation. And I think we're all in quite a bit of shock, really, as to why he didn't come out.
We do. Well, I said the BBC are reporting it as an injury. I haven't seen anybody else saying anything other than that at the moment, so I'm presuming it is an injury. Maybe he just felt something. And look, we've got a busy Christmas period coming up. We've got 3 games within sort of a week, so this was never going to be a game I don't think that we were going to win. You could see that at half time. And if we were still in it, it might have been different. But I know it was only 1-0. But let's be honest with you, Jim, they were all over us. They went at us from the start. And I think they sort of said, right, this is a Leicester team that are obviously struggling, probably a little bit short on confidence, although they've had the 2 results. If we can get an early goal, we can really turn the screw. And I'm surprised it took 30 minutes for Murphy to get that first goal.
Absolutely. I mean, I think I wrote it down, first 7 minutes of the match, we came out on the front foot. We were attacking, and I was excited. But all they did was just wait, took that first little runs that we had, and then they came back and controlled the rest of the match all the way through. And, we had some players missing. But it gets down to the bottom line. They were a much more talented team. When you got players like Bruno and Gordon and Murphy and Isaac and Joe Linton, they all played well. They weren't just names out there. They played well. So, I'm not surprised. And they came out there confident at home and took care of business.
I mean, possession-wise, it was 60-40. I've got to say this does, I know if Brad was in, Brad doesn't like stats, but I'm going to say 27 shots to our 4, 11 shots on target to our 1. When you brought Daka on in the second half, Jim, and I looked at who else he was bringing on, I'm thinking, and again, look, we've got all those games coming up. You want Vardy, you probably can't play him 90 minutes today, next week, Boxing Day and the 29th. But just putting Daka on, to my mind, yes, all right, Brunetti came on, but it wasn't going to make the slightest bit of difference.
No, but I think if it were 2-0, 1-0, 2-0, Vardy would have stayed on. I agree with you. He's managing the team in the season. I think he felt that, when they got those 2 quick goals in the second half, it became 3-0 quickly. And I think he just said, hey, I'll just save Vards, get Daka some playing time, because, like I said, he's got a big match coming up, and he's got to look ahead for the season. But no, Daka wasn't gonna change that game.
Yeah, Scott's just saying there. Good question. Who do you think will be starting against Wolves in central defensive midfield role? Samare and Skip, or would you play Chowdhury instead? For me, Chowdhury played reckless forward passes. He did, and I mentioned this in the watch-along. For me, it's ring rust. It really is. But if Samari will be fit, unless he damages himself in training, he will be fit because it was a suspension with Samari. I think we're going to see Samari back I'm not sure how far Winks will be down that road, but I would certainly bring Samari back into the fold. Would you not, Wayne?
Yeah, I would do. And in your watch along, you said, you could see Chowdhury trying to get those passes through, slightly overhit. But that is, as you say, it's just match rustiness. And it's a very difficult game against probably the most physical side we'll play this season. So to come in and expect him to play brilliantly and pass brilliantly was unrealistic. Maybe if I had someone like Samari alongside with him, it might have helped him.
Hang on a second. I didn't realise she was here. Let me just add her in. I'm just trying to bring Kate in. I can see her there. I don't know where she is. Just bear with me a second, Kate. Is she there, Kate?
There she is.
Hello, can you hear me?
Hello. Sorry, I didn't. You were. I was about to say on my bottom then, but that sounds wrong, doesn't it? You were at the bottom. So bear with me, guys, while I do have this chat with Kate, who is looking very red-faced, but I'm sure.
I know, I'm stuck in traffic, so all the brake lights are shining on me, making me look like the devil.
Well, what can I say? Look, thanks very much for coming on. You didn't bring the 3 points back as I asked you, but not been the first time a woman's let me down. Look, it was awful. We didn't deserve anything from it, I don't think. But it is only Ruud's third game, and he's still got. Remember, this is still Cooper's team he's playing with. He's tried to reshape the turd, which he had done for 2 weeks, but at the end of the day, it's still a turd. As we get into January, hopefully he'll make changes. Anything positive you saw at the game?
The only positive, I think, for me was that the centre-half pairing, Cody and Yannick, is the centre-half pairing to go with. I thought there's not a lot they could do with some things. I know Cody got pushed into the middle when we went to a back three, but there wasn't really a lot they could do wrong. I thought Yannick was probably our best player today. That's the sort of only saving grace, I think, to be honest, and it shows that we've got such a lack of depth, particularly in the middle of the park. But then you take out your three main midfielders out of any team and they're going to look a completely different outfit, and they're going to probably fall apart a little bit, which is what happened. But it would have been nice for me to see that young Henry Cartwright come on in the middle, because when we get to the point where we're 3-0 down after 15 minutes, you would like to think that if this opportunity to try a young untested, then when it is, because we know what Hamza is all about and we know what Skip is all about now. So yeah, but like I've just said in a chat, like, we're not going to get relegated because we've lost to Newcastle and James's Park. No. The battles aren't there. The battles are against Wolves at home next week. They're the kind of games that we need to be looking at. So I'm glad I understood why he pulled Vardy off. I thought Mavadidi wasted his opportunity of his start, which reinforces my view is that he shouldn't start. He's not fit enough. He doesn't work hard enough. And that he needs to change that big time and quickly.
No, I wouldn't argue with any of that. I mean, look, we said before we were surprised that Renetti started, but I'm just thinking when he brought Daka on and took Vardy off, it was pretty much a like for like. And let's be honest with you, you could say that Vardy was possibly one of our worst players on that pitch today, but he got absolutely no service whatsoever. I mean, it was like going for a meal at Fawlty Towers, wasn't it? I mean, the service was awful to him.
Yeah, but that's Vardy a lot of the time, isn't it? That's why he's such an impressive conversion rate, because the time that you do get it to him, he will probably score. But look, I've got no bother with that like for like. We've got to save Vardy for next weekend. Like I said, that game is way more important than losing to Newcastle at St James's Park. And we've got to bear in mind that he's nearly 38 and we've just got to keep him fit. And we wouldn't have wanted him staying on for all 90 today and then being ruled out for 3 weeks because he's picked up a muscle pull or something. We'd have had Ruud for that. So look, I've got no qualms with Ruud at all. This isn't on Ruud for me. This is just him trying a few different things. I was encouraged to see him change shape. I was encouraged again to see him make subs pre-65. He's just got to. He's got to go through the churning process, hasn't he, of figuring out what we've got really.
Question that was asked earlier by Scott is, I mean, for me, Chowdhury, look, this was his first minutes, I think, in the Premier League, wasn't it, this season?
Yeah.
So I find it very hard to criticise him. A lot of his passes went astray, but you've got to accept the guy's rusty. Is obviously because, why they ever got rid of the reserve league, I don't know, because that gave players game time. But Samari comes back in next game, doesn't he?
Yeah, for sure. And look, I'm not Hamza's biggest fan at all because I don't think he can play the ball. And people will call it rustiness about those passes. That's not rustiness for me. That's Hamza. Hamza is not good enough on the ball, and he can't wait to pass properly. But we know what Hamza's about. He's industrial. He's a destroyer. Some of his tackles are phenomenal. He's the hardest boys on the pitch for us, really. He's so tenacious, and he goes a bit like a bull in a china shop, which is sometimes needed. But I'm not really having that some of the straightforward passes forward that he could have made today were down to rustiness, because he's putting his foot on a ball every day in training. I just don't think he's good enough. But you do have to give him the benefit of the doubt as well, that was his first non-Enzo game. Which is strange, isn't it? Really, like he played, I think, for Walsall for Cooper, but other than that, he's not featured at all. So that's his first bit of football, really, since Enzo, which is unusual. And you could tell sometimes, because I felt like he slowed the game down way too much. Sometimes he took ages to take a pass. Same with Skip a bit, really. They weren't quick ball type players, and when you play counter-attacking style football, it's an issue if you're not quick ball playing.
Yeah. I don't know what this says about me. I've just turned my card over here, and I've noticed the two words on it that I'd already got written on it. I don't know if you can see that at all. Were pissed and bum. That's nothing to do with the game. I'll come back to that later. I've got to ask you, Kate, before I get your performance and man of the match out. Madsen Manson came off at half time. Nothing I've seen come up online yet, although the BBC did say that it is an injury. Look, as soon as he came on, everybody was getting on to Danny Ward's case, which I think is a bit unfair. I don't think if Danny Ward, if Hermansen had come on, that we would have won that game or played that game any differently. I mean, possibly the third goal went through Ward's legs, but I'm sure Hermansen's let a ball go through his legs before now. Oh, she's gone. She's gone. There we go. She may come back, everybody, but she has gone. Gary, I'm just not going there. Waldorf salad? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Don't mention the war. We need stronger toilet paper. We certainly do for the turd. Some say she hides in shadows. All we know, she is named Kate, and she gives a great review. Definitely Scott, 100%. Look, that fooled me. She went then before I got a chance to get into it out. Looking at the stats, and like I say, stats can tell you a lot of different things. We do know that. But when you look at touches in the box, Jim, Newcastle 53, Leicester 9.
Yeah, I don't really know what to say about that. I mean, we just could not put the ball on the foot of either Vardy or someone to have a legitimate chance of scoring. And they had so many opportunities in space and passed throughout our box like we had no defenders back there. So I'm not surprised at that great difference in touches.
I don't know if he is back in training or not, but if he comes in, he's not going to just come in and suddenly be primetime Gordon Banks. He's going to need games to get fit and ready anyway. But fingers crossed that it isn't that bad an injury. The Wolves is such a 6-pointer, isn't it, Wayne?
It is, to be honest, and it's going to be interesting. This is the first big test. I mean, all picking the sides and getting team spirit going has been a big challenge. But as you guys said, I mean, the stats, although you said Brad doesn't like stats, they seem like we were dominated in every department today. And that is a different challenge for Ruud now. Mm-hmm. Who he picks, picking the players up. Because that is the most important one. Obviously, Ruud must have said that anyway to the guys. Because Newcastle on the day, they could give any of the top teams a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a very important one. And they've lost again today, Wolves, because we need teams to be cut adrift, basically, which will be really quite helpful.
Yes,
So,
I don't think, unfortunately, we're going to get that chance, are we? Really, because like Ipswich today, if we can get, I think if we can get Wolves and Southampton cut adrift, at least that gives us some hope. It's going to be interesting because I think that we'll be doing a show on Thursday afternoon show where Kate will again be picking her team. I'm not going to read that out, Gray. That's too rude for me to read out, even for me. But I'm still upbeat, despite the fact that we lost, Jim, and it wasn't the best performance. It was 10 minutes, 15 minutes in the second half that killed us off.
Mm-hmm.
But it should have been that. Let's be honest with you, they didn't have the shooting boots on, did they?
No. Couple things. If you notice the flag behind me that says fearless, I've had it up the last 2 matches and we won. So I had it today. Only think it should say toothless today because we didn't. We were dominated. We were dominated on the stats line. But to your point, there is things to stay positive because we kind of hoped and expected a West Ham victory, which we got. Yeah. We were just excited as all hell the way we came back and played against Brighton. So we came into this match just kind of stoked, still knowing that Newcastle was a better squad. But no, I think we can put this one aside, make sure Mads is healthy, get Samari back, and give Ruud a chance to work with his players. He is working with these young players. Wayne said it earlier, get him in the mindset. And that's what he's not only dealing with the on the field strategy, but he's dealing with this. He's dealing with these young players. How do they respond to this? So no, it's still positive.
Still positive. Right, just before I get you, and I can't come to you obviously for man of the match, Wayne. You excused duties today.
That's you, Chris, though, for your performance.
Yes.
Well, that'd be a big fat 0, so don't worry about it. Coming up on Monday night, let me just get rid of that comment, and then you can. Monday. We'll be looking at all the weekend's games with me and Tom. Obviously, Newcastle Leicester is the main one. Tom is going to be looking at the Manchester derby, which is at the Etihad Stadium, and we will then also be getting a video review of a Southampton fan, hopefully, if he's not too depressed after playing Tottenham. But they got just as much chance of winning that as they have of losing it. And I know you guys haven't seen this probably yet, but we're all getting together on Wednesday, 8 o'clock, for the Christmas special. So come in with your festive hats on, get yourself a mince pie, get yourself a drink, an eggnog or whatever. Come along with your bad Christmas jokes, because it is the Christmas party. Now, you can probably all see yourselves there. Father Christmas and his little elves. I think the only one that comes out decent of any of us on that is Kate. I've got to say.
Yeah.
Jim, you've got very much a spotlight look to you.
Yeah, I guess.
I tell you what, that's the second lot. The first lot were worse than that, but that didn't look too bad. And I also have here somewhere, I have a letter from Santa.
Ooh.
Yeah, oh, I know. Exactly. Thank you. Ooh, indeed. And you know what?
Us.
I've lost it. No, it's here. It's here. Look at that. To Leicester till I die from Santa. In here is all your elf names.
Oh, Wayne, we're in for it.
I don't know. What's interesting, Chris, when you mentioned that you got a letter from Santa last time, your voice went, I've got a letter from Santa. Like you were talking to little children, you know.
Well, sometimes I feel like I am, you know what I mean?
Oh gosh.
Yes, I would say, oh God, if I was you, mate. I do actually somewhere, I don't know where I did have your original elf names, but I found another site, and I'm just saying nothing to do with me. Blame Santa. Blame Santa.
Sounds
Wayne,
completely immature, Chris. That does.
that's me. And I can't deny it. Wayne, not Wayne, because you didn't see it. Jim, performance there.
Oh, wow. In a situation like this, because we knew what we were getting into, I hesitate being too tough on him. But I mean, we were drubbed for nothing. Our defense let us down, certainly from the onset of the second half on. I would say a week 5.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, Jim, that whilst you were saying that, I was thinking what I was going to go, and I was going up to 6, down to 2, and what have you. But I've gone for a 4, and it isn't a oh, weren't we shit sort of 4. And yes, we were, but it was a case of look at where we are in the season with the new manager, the same players, trying to get something in, and we're against a team that literally, I mean, if there was any local plumbers about, they would probably be behind Danny Ward's goal trying to catch the kitchen sinks because there was loads out there. So, the difficulty is now, and I'm still undecided, and Gray's agreed with you. He's gone 5 out of 10 as well. I'm going to have to ask you for a man of the match.
I think I like what I heard from Kate. I think Vestergaard and Cody played good in central defense.
Have you frozen, or are you still thinking?
You're still thinking. Can you hear me?
I can, yeah. Sorry, it was my end. My tinternet went down.
I was saying I like what Kate was saying about Vestergaard and Cody playing together well in central defense. But that second half just got away from us on that end of the pitch. I would give it to McAteer. I thought he started, and I thought he was trying to make things happen all along. I didn't see many mistakes, but I watched him chase the ball up and down the pitch, trying to make runs where he needed to make them, trying to put the ball in. There were some give and goes that he ran. So I would say McAteer.
Interesting, because Gray has gone for Vestergaard, the same as which I think was who Kate was going for. I'll just see if I've actually got her details through here. Whoa, yes, I have. Right. Interesting. Just send her a message. Okay, the journey home. The signal is awful. It took me ages to try and get the video through from her before the match, and that was just sending it to me. She agrees with Gray. We're not surprised there because she said that. Yannick was her man of the match. She's gone 3 for the performance. 3, 4, 5. I mean, we're all in the same sort of ballpark, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I would say this, and if somebody wants to, they might want to clip this, but I'm actually agreeing with Jim. I have gone. Sorry, Jim. I have gone for McAteer. As much as whether Cody, Vestergaard, I can't give it to a defender when we've let 4 goals in. Cody at times, I noticed that when we played Brighton for their second goal, he slid in like he was dancing on ice, and he went completely and missed the ball and left the ball. I mean, he did it again today. I noticed he did that once again today. Don't think it led to a goal, but it was lucky. But I can't. They are probably now my starting 2, but not good enough. But I think McAteer. Again, would you say it's because he's young? He was always running.
I think he's getting confidence. I think Ruud's given him confidence, and that's what we keep saying he's got to do with these young players.
Yes.
One thing I thought of when you were talking about the defenders, how about giving Hazma props for taking one off the face? That ball could have gone into goal.
Yes. Look, we know what Hamza can do. Look at the triple save from and against West Brom last year. You know, left foot, right foot, and header. So we know what he can do, Wayne. But he does worry me. I think his main, if he was a defender, he is the only other option at right back, but that scares me even more. Because I know Enzo tried him in that role, didn't it? But defensive midfield, but we know he's done that. He's played Liverpool playing that role and got man of the match. But he is just a squad player, don't you think, Wayne?
He is. He's got my favourite hairstyle ever.
More so than what was the guy? Not Junior Lewis. There was another Lewis with the pineapple. What was he called?
Yeah. I don't know, but my favourite band was Jackson 5 when I was growing up. Love that hairstyle.
What's happened? Where's it gone?
Well, having it permed all the time, it's just killed it.
I
get it. But sorry, you were saying.
Yeah, but I think Hamza, because he's a local Leicester lad, we're desperate for him to sort of establish himself, but he kind of is Championship. Casey McAteer, I agree with Jim and you. I really like him. I think he's intelligent. He can get forward if he's allowed. He's athletic. He's willing to learn. Managers love him, and I really hope he gets a good go in the team this year because he just does whatever he needs to do. Maybe not the biggest flair player in the team, but I think Hamza's kind of found his level now. And as Ruud carries on, I can't see him getting a place. I just have
to read out, and then we will close it. The Jim messaged me at half time. It was a very short sentence. Mads is off at half time. WTF?
Like you, I had no idea why.
No, he just didn't. He didn't look injured. I think it was possibly maybe he felt a twinge, and Ruud decided that there's more important games coming up than this Newcastle one. So there we go.
Maybe the team thought exactly what Jim said. Maybe the team coming out thought, shit.
You never know. Guys, look, thank you very, very much indeed. I don't plan at the moment to do a Wolves watch along. I am sort of slowing down next week and then having sort of Christmas and New Year off and be back in the new year. So, but thank you very much for everything today. I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm looking forward to Wednesday. Do have your elf outfits on. I'll send them over to you. Got your elf names ready? Jim's shaking his head.
Wayne, what are we going to expect from this guy? That's
What? What would I do? Would I embarrass any of you at all?
No.
You could all gang up on me, couldn't you?
Well, listen, I know I'll speak for Wayne and the rest of the presenters. We certainly are going to miss you, but certainly take care of yourself. That's the most important thing. Get that break. We're a phone call away. We're a text away. My wife said, come to Florida. Relax here in the sun.
Hey, last time anybody said that to me was Australia, and they had me for 2 weeks. So be careful what you wish for.
But just take care of yourself, and hopefully we'll see you Thursday for sure. And who knows? Maybe after Thursday, there's some Christmas magic, and you show up for the Wolves match.
Yeah, well, I will be in touch. It's Wednesday as well. If you turn up on Thursday, you'll have missed all the fun.
Wednesday, sorry.
Yeah. Things you do, you're not getting away. If you don't turn up, I'm still posting your elf name.
Oh, I'll be there. Got to see the name.
Yeah, and Chris, I'd just like to echo what Jim said. I found it such a welcoming place for Leicester City fans. You have the banter, encouragement. You always show appreciation for other fans and guests on your show. And it's a really nice place to be and support Leicester.
Thank you very much. I think it was just the fact that doing the radio show, which is 15 hours a week, I had 3 interviews this week for the radio show, which is another 3 hours. I think I did 8 shows for this, and then obviously the preparing as well. I think I went to the pub midweek, and by God, did I need it. But thank you very much, guys. Have a great weekend, what's left of it. And I will see you all on Wednesday evening at 8 o'clock.
Cheers.
Take care. Brilliant. Cheers.
Bye.
There we go. And thanks to Gray and for modding. Thanks to Scott for modding as well. I am off. I'm going to go and have a takeaway. I know. We don't need to win for me to celebrate. If we win, I celebrate with a takeaway. If we lose, I celebrate with a takeaway. And why not? That's what I say. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend. We are back Monday at 7 with the weekend roundup. I will see you then. Remember, don't do anything I wouldn't enjoy. And I will see you on the other side. Take care, guys. Thanks so much for all your support. All the best.
Thank you for watching. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.